Ahoy hoy out in the YouTube modeling community. It's a lazy-eyed modeler here in the Woody Workshop. It's time for another Toss the Sprue. I believe this is number 26. It's certainly been a while since I've done one, and it's been a while since I've done videos up until this past week. So the first thing I want to cover today is why I was away, and when you get right down to it, there's really no good reason. I did the videos from Salt Lake City, and then I did my classic plastic appreciation build video, and then I kind of just shut down. I'm not sure why. It wasn't intentional. We did some minor landscaping around here this year, this spring, like in June and July. And with the weather, it seemed to rain here every other day. It was a pain, and anyway, and I think part of it too was just sort of a letdown from Salt Lake City. That was such a big event for me, such a big trip and everything else, and I don't know, I guess it was just kind of a, pardon me, a letdown from, from the high of that. So that's kind of why I was away, and I hate to say it, I wasn't really watching any of your videos too much even for a couple months, and if I did, I was basically just hitting the like button or whatever, and but I've started picking up now, watching more videos, leaving more comments, and so I apologize to those of you who follow the channel that there's been no content or anything for the last 2 or 3 months, but we're back. And I'll try to get stuff out on a more regular basis. And I appreciate you sticking with me, and I appreciate the new subscribers that have come in since, over the last 3 months, despite the fact I haven't put anything out. Just right now, I want to mention, prayers to everyone in Texas, prayers and thoughts to everyone in Texas for mopping up after Harvey. And people in Louisiana, because he turned around and hit you guys, and certainly prayers and thoughts to those in Florida with Irma coming your way. That sounds like that's going to be a nasty ride, so head for high ground, and we'll be thinking about you. And also prayers to those in thoughts and to those in Windsor, Ontario, because with all the Harvey stuff going on, they got whacked by a major rainstorm, and there were 2,000 people, which is not much compared to Texas, but that's a fair whack of people got flooded out down in Windsor. And the unfortunate thing is our government has said diddly about it. Our provincial government, which would be like your state government, has, too bad, so sad, not a word out of our premier or anything, and it's absolutely disgusting. And that's all I'll say about that, because I don't want to do politics here on the channel, but it's disgusting that our premier did not say a word. Anyway, getting back on topic, I want to say kudos to Fred Henry, Pappy. He has been a real spark plug in the community as far as I'm concerned, doing his shout out videos and what's on your bench videos and whatnot. It's been I think a great thing, and he hangs out with the young people in the live streams and whatnot, and I just want to say good work, Fred Henry, for keeping things alive and consistent with a regular show like you do. Kudos to you. I can't think of anything else to say. Just keep it up. I watch all the time, and I appreciate you doing that. Speaking of live streams, boy, that seems to be the thing these days, eh? Live streams. I don't quite get it. It seems to involve your phone and in your computer and whatever else. I don't know quite how it works. I know how to record here, but I don't get the live stream thing. I've been on a couple of Hangouts. I accidentally, actually, I think a couple times ended up in them. But But I don't get the whole live streaming thing because people seem to be constantly checking their phones while they're live streaming and reading stuff off them. And of course, I don't have a smartphone, so I don't know how that works. Anyway, just an observation with the sudden increase in live streaming. Projects. I am working on projects. I did start to a certain. The classic 101 appreciation build. I did start on Batman, and I will stick a couple pictures in here. I did start painting his face, which these pictures show. I was not totally happy with what it was going. This is what I'm using, is this paint set here. It's by a company called Andrea Color. I'm not sure if they're still around. This stuff has been here for a while, and it's awfully thick, and I'd either seem to have it too thin or too thick. So I have to keep working with it, but I've stripped his face. Now it kind of has a nice little guide on how to paint flesh colors and whatnot, using, of course, the paints in this set. But in the meantime, I found a book that's quite interesting. It's by AK Interactive. It's how to paint flesh and skin. I'm not going to show too much in here, but you know, it shows shading and everything, and it shows different Korean methods, or yeah, I think, I should have had that marked, but Korean school of painting and other views of painting and flesh and skin. It seems like a really good book, and I hope to make some use of it on Batman, and we'll see how that works out. Hopefully I can sort it out, because I was not happy with what I was doing. So I did strip his face. I built major parts of him. The other problem I have with the Batman figure is the cape doesn't want to seem to sit down properly on the main body, you know, around the neck here. So I'm going to try a heat gun. I saw somebody else do that. I'm going to try a heat gun to soften up the plastic, kind of smush it over the body, and then if it conforms better, then dip it in cold water so it keeps that shape. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a little hesitant, but we got to do it because I'm not happy with the way it's working now. Also have here on the bench is we're working on the 66 Suburban from Revell. It's just at the starting phase, just cleaning stuff up and whatnot. And I have done some work. You can see the Foos truck here behind me. I've done some work on that too. Same basic thing, cleaning and basic assembly. Nothing in paint yet. Yeah, I think that covers that topic. So I want to start with upcoming shows, or I want to finish with upcoming shows, but there's quite a few to list, so I'm going to start here. This weekend, September 9th, there's an Ottawa model car contest. It's at the Alliance Church. That was bad. I didn't write down the information. If you go back and check Minions Model Works video, he has a flyer in one of his recent videos for this upcoming show. So check that out if you're near there or you feel like making the trip. The next show I want to mention is the Toronto Model Car Contest. And it is Saturday, September 30th, 2017. And you can see the map there. Theme award is Customs from the 50s. And the address is 432 Horner Avenue, Etobicoke, Ontario. That's just off the 427 off Brown's Line, not far from the Queensway. Pretty easy to find. Good show, as always. And I plan on being there. I always want to support Group 25. The same day, back in Ottawa, there's CapCon, which is an IPMS Ottawa contest. And that is occurring at the Canadian War Museum, which would be a really cool venue to attend. I wish the Group 25 show wasn't the same day, because that would have been a great trip up to Ottawa to attend that. So if you're near there again, I'm sure it'd be well worth the trip. I think they've got a full vendor slate, and the War Museum would be cool to check out at the same time you're at the contest. The next show is Air CADCon number 6 model show, Saturday, October 14th, 2017, and it's at the Regent Waterloo International Airport, the Cadet Youth Development Center, 4881 Fountain Street North, Breslau, Ontario. Nice little show. I went last year, enjoyed the show. It's not big like Heritage Con or Torcan, but it's still a good little show. If you're in the area, check it out. Let's see. October 7th is the NNL Nationals in Toledo, Maumee area. You can Google that yourselves. I don't have the flyer to show you. But that's always a great show. Just keep in mind you have to pay separately for the toy show, and then another fee for the NNL itself. So if you want to shop, you got to pay. If you just go to the NNL, you just pay their fee. If you just want to shop, you just pay their fee. But if you're doing both, you got to pay both. And after that is this little show here. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It's a little show down south. Just kidding. The Southern Nats, where most of you guys will be attending. It's a great show. As you know, I went there last year. It's a lot of great YouTubers attend that. I would say it's probably one of the biggest gathering of us, the YouTube modeling community, at least the car guys out of the YouTube modeling community. And it's well worth your while to go there if you can get there. If Florida hasn't been wiped out the map and everybody has to move there, who knows? That is scary stuff going on. But anyway, Southern Nats, get there if you can. It's a great show. I had such a great time there last year. And finally, I want to mention NNL Detroit. That's November 12th, so it's the week after the Southern Nats. Last year, going to the Southern Nats, they were both the same weekend because the Southern Nats are early this year, the Southern Nationals. I wanted to, part of me was thinking, like a 25-year-old, well, I could go to the Southern Nationals and still get up to Detroit to go to NNL Detroit, and it's like, no, I can't. I'm too old for that now, but it would have been cool if I could have pulled it off. Anyway, NNL Detroit is November 12th. It's a good show. A lot of great vending. A lot of resin casters there from the Detroit area and whatnot. In the show, it's not as big as some, but it's a good display of models. Toying with the idea going there. I'll see if my regular partner in crime would be interested in going, and maybe we'll make that trip. I'm not sure, but if you're in the area, you know, Southern Ontario, Michigan, Ohio, whatever, I would say go check it out. And I think that's it for today. We're already at 13 minutes, and I can see Colonel Reb is probably, spitting already. It's too long. Sorry, Tommy. Anyway, oh yes, the other thing. See, if it's not on the notepad, almost missed it. Shop cards. I sent out a whole bunch of shop cards there back when I first did my shop card video. I think I got everybody that sent me messages at that time. Now, my wife's into recycling stamps, and I'm afraid some of the ones we glued on might have fallen off. So if you didn't get a shop card from me, please let me know, and I'll make sure to send more out, or one out to you. If you requested one, didn't get one, please let me know. Hunter, yours is on the way, finally. Anybody else, let me know if you want one, and I'll try to reciprocate. I know somebody, I think, recently in one of these new videos have mentioned it. I'll try to get in touch with you so we can get your address. But in the meantime, anybody else that hasn't received them, please let me know, and we'll get them out to you. And if if you're new and you just got new shop cards, please let me know, because I wouldn't mind getting yours. Okay, so this is almost now 15 minutes, so we'll cut it off here, and I hope to talk to you soon, maybe have some progress on one of these builds next week or so, and we'll leave it there. So everybody take care. Everybody in the path of Irma, buckle down, close the shutters, get in the basement, whatever it takes, and we're thinking of you. Bye-bye now.